Into our full forecast, we'll have some scattered showers around the area. Most of the heavier thunderstorms we did see earlier into the day have since ended. Still some moderate rainfall, a few pockets of some heavier showers, and maybe a couple of lightning strikes around the Rudock area and the river parishes. On the North Shore, kind of a light to moderate steady rain from Amite and around the Roseland area through much of Washington, northern St. Tammany, and then into Pearl River County. And then a couple of thunderstorms right around the Port Sulphur area. So most of our rainfall winding down now, and we started out with a lot of sun. Then the cloud cover, rainfall really did help to knock temperatures down, and thankfully the rain started early enough with the cloud cover that it did prevent us from getting as hot. 91 was our high today, and it was mainly because of the clouds and rainfall keeping our temperatures near normal. Drying out though around the city with a little bit of clearing, still mostly cloudy. 85 degrees with a dew point in the upper 70s, still very humid outside. 70s and 80s temperature wise, not bad, but it is still muggy. But something we've been talking about over the last several days is that all indications are we are going to see a couple of deep upper troughs send drier air in. If we can get dew points into the 60s, which are not too far to our north, it would feel a whole lot better. And all indications are we will see that starting on Sunday with that drier air moving in. Now the question is going to be with the front pushing just offshore, if the front ever does try and sneak back northward. If it does, such as what our Euro was saying, there may be periods that the humidity kind of creeps up a bit. But all indications are we're going to see kind of another surge of that dry air Wednesday and on into Thursday. Doesn't show up on the Euro, but other models indicating we will get kind of a secondary drop in the humidity and maybe even our temperatures toward the end of next week. That upper push is already starting. That has sent a stationary boundary over the area. This has kept our rainfall around. Now during the day tomorrow, that boundary is going to be a little bit more to our south. So most rainfall tomorrow, I think, is going to be more offshore and along the coast. Not that we couldn't see anything a little bit farther north, but I think the vast majority will be more south of the city. And then here comes the front Sunday or Monday. The models are not in great agreement as to exactly when that occurs. Point is, though, we do start getting into less humid air. Erin is now post-tropical, so we'll be watching these two areas. However, Invest 90, notice with a high chance of development, is basically expected to kind of continue developing and follow right behind Erin. Now, Invest 99 showing signs of maybe trying to organize, but not really, and most models indicate it is just going to be an open wave, meaning rainfall as it continues toward the Caribbean. We stay quiet per the long-range models in the Gulf through the end of August. That would be great. Now we are going to see kind of a weak building high that may send our temperatures more mid-90s early in the week, but then with a reinforcement, I think a little less humid and a little milder as we head further into next week.